Hello, Spiritual Formation and Vocational Integration class here at Regent University's School of Divinity. This is your instructor, Dr. Larry Asplund, just putting together a very quick kind of a video tour of how we're going to use Collaborate. You know, as you see in my written announcement, we are going for Thursday evenings at 7 o'clock p.m. It's amazing how complicated our lives are and our schedules are, but that seems to be the thing that's going to work best for most of us most of the time. So our first session is week 2, which is next week. So next Thursday night at 7 o'clock p.m. we'll tune in together and just have a great time of sharing and of praying and of kind of getting ourselves fully oriented to this learning experience. So I wanted to show you how we're going to access the new Blackboard Collaborate tool. There are a couple of places, and I'll kind of show you that here at the beginning. We can, you can access everything from assignments, but before I kind of do that, I'm going to go down to course content. Every week that we have a scheduled session, which will be Thursday evenings, weeks 2, 4, 6, and 10, I will put a link in that week. So when you look at week 2 for next week, you can go down all the way to the bottom, and there you will see a link to Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. And so just to be convenient, I'm going to put one of those links every week that we have a scheduled session. But of course, assignments is always the place where you can find almost everything you need. So when you go down to assignments, all of the assignments and links for submitting your work is there. And then here is the Collaborate Ultra link. And of course you will notice that there are also links for the 4 Collaborate sessions for your reports. Now, as you know, I'm going to ask you to write a one-page kind of a report and a personal reflection, what stood out to you as important kind of a thing. Just short, but a meaningful way for you to reflect very quickly on that session. And then you will submit your one-page report here with these Collaborate links under assignments. And if you can't make our face-to-face session, I will be recording everyone as well, and I'll show you here in a minute in Blackboard Collaborate Ultra where you can access those recordings. So next Thursday night, and you can jump in a bit early if you want. I will certainly come in early just to make sure that we're all set up and ready to go. You click the Blackboard Collaborate Ultra tool, and because it doesn't need a new downloaded application on your computer, which makes it also harder to access, it means that you need more broadband in order to participate in Collaborate and so forth. You will just see our course room. Now, a course room, to be simple, rather than creating a bunch of sessions that none of us, including myself, can access that early, a course room is just there 24/7. It's always open. It is our room in our course. And so, it's even conceivable that your peer group could actually arrange to meet at a certain time in the course room and access it the same way. And so once you find yourself in the Blackboard Collaborate area of Blackboard, you will access the room here. I wanted to show you over here, there's a menu on the left-hand side where once I've recorded it, then you can access the recording of the session here from this spot on the menu. But you will simply come in, maybe a few minutes early before 7 o'clock next Thursday to make sure that you feel comfortable with your settings, etc. And you'll just click that link and it will say join course room. And of course you can call in as well, as you know, but you can join the course room here, and it just calls up our Blackboard Collaborate room. And I'm gonna join from a browser, of course. And they recommend Google Chrome as the browser that works well, but you can I'm sure you can be fine. Or, you know, it's really designed to work well for tablets as well. So once you get in, I mean, some of the tutorials I sent you will make it quite obvious. You have your settings panel over here, and you would, you know, here's my settings, etc. This is where I will share content. I'm the only one in the room. Here's the chat. So all of those settings are here. Down here at the bottom is where you will turn on your microphone. Of course, settings will enable you to test your microphone. Turn on your video, raise your hand, you know, and makes a little noise when you raise your hand so that I can see you. Ordinarily, you know, I'd love to have everybody with the video. Some folks are just shy about the video, but I think it adds value to our face-to-face experience. And usually not to turn on, you want to test your microphone, but usually leave it off unless you're getting ready to say something, simply because it can create some you know, noise issues. And then over here is where I will start the recording, etc. There is actually some Collaborate Help functions over here, and if you leave a session, you have to leave it that way. So, you know, it's pretty easy. It's gonna, if you're familiar with the Zoom video conferencing tool, it's gonna look more like that. And so when I come to sharing content with the class, you know, then I will do this and probably either put up a whiteboard. I tend to like to share PowerPoint slides, so I can do that with under share files, etc. We will, with our later sessions, not the first one, but we'll have breakout groups so you can have some discussion time together and so forth. But I think you're going to like it. So that's how you will access, starting next Thursday evening, you will access Blackboard Collaborate Ultra here, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's just going to be a great time together. So be sure to let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to seeing you next Thursday.